Next, we have Tisha, and she is an idiopathic patient. Tisha?
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Tisha Horton, and Barkley. Just got married 3 years ago. I am a 44-year-old woman living with idiopathic hypoPARAthyroidism disease. I was diagnosed in 2015 after abruptly losing my eyesight one evening driving off of a freeway ramp. After days of not being able to see, I instantly feared something wasn't quite right. As my vision started to slowly return, I started to notice other symptoms. I became fatigued, so much so that the smallest task started to feel as though I was pulling an 18-wheel semi-truck. My hair started to fall out. Shortly after, my teeth would start to crumble as I ate something as simple as a muffin. My appearance started to fade before my eyes. I knew then that I was in danger. I received a call one afternoon from my doctor to get to the emergency room after finding out my calcium was only at a 4. When I arrived to the doctors, I was surrounded with doctors at my bedside asking if I had cancer to run in my family or even sickle cell to run in my family. I was terrified of what they might have found out, so I braced myself for the worst. They explained to me about the disease and its long-term impact, but I never would have even imagined the worst was yet to come. I spent several days in the hospital receiving calcium through an IV, but it wasn't over yet. I crashed only 3 weeks later. This time, my levels was even worse than the first time before. I couldn't imagine things getting any worse, but I was wrong. I was very wrong. I was still very new to this disease, very uneducated. The hospital stays continued, crash after crash, seizure after seizure, hair loss so severe I became unnoticeable to myself, bones so brittle and weak, spasms so painful that even walking seemed impossible. One day, while in a hospital, after yet another crash, I received 7 calcium infusions. I went into tachycardia of the heart while on FaceTime with my husband. I knew for sure I wasn't going to make it home to him, but the grace of God was on my side. I made it through. I now have a heart defibrillator, and now I'm up to between 60 and 70 pills per day. The whole time while being hospitalized at least once a month. Treatment alone makes me sick. But our fight is not over. It's not over until the quality of our lives has been restored. It's not over until we find new treatment options to slow down the progression of this disease. It's not over until our fear finally becomes our triumph. It is not over until my husband and my family can sleep sound without the fear of a calcium crash happening in the wee hours of the morning. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful, first, in the God that I serve. I'm hopeful that one day we can find a cure and provide more treatment options. Until then, I stand and I raise my voice and I give a face to this debilitating disease. I am the face of hypoPARAthyroidism.
Thank you so much, Tisha.